Once upon a time, there was a great whale that swam through the ocean. And every time he swam, he kicked his tail and swam through the ocean as far as he could go. But he had a voracious appetite, and he ate, and he ate, and he ate. He ate the starfish, there we go, the starfish, and the garfish, there you go, the crab, and the dab, that's a type of flounder, and of course our squirrely, whirly eel. Know that one? There you go, perfect, perfect. In fact, he ate every fish in the ocean until there were no fish left in the ocean, with the exception of one tiny clownfish. And this clownfish was very, very smart, and he always swam very close to the whale's head, just like this, so that the whale could never eat the clownfish. And as they swam through the ocean, one day he realized that he had eaten every fish in the entire ocean. And he stood up on his tail, did the whale, and he said, "I am hungry." And the clownfish said, "Have you ever tried man? Man, what does it taste like?" "They taste very nubbly." "Then go and fetch me some," said the whale. "You don't understand. One will be just plenty. But if you swim to 50 degrees north latitude, 40 degrees west longitude, you will find floating in the ocean one sailor man in a little yellow raft, floating in the ocean, all by his lonesome, at 50 degrees north latitude, 40 degrees west longitude." Perfect. So the whale kicked up his tail and swam and swam and swam as fast as he could to get to 50 degrees north latitude, 40 degrees west longitude. And once he got there, the whale saw floating in a little yellow rubber raft one sailor man. And the whale opened his mouth as wide as he could, so that his mouth came all the way back, almost as far back as his tail. And he swallowed with one fell swoop down into his throat the sailor man, the raft, his blue canvas pants, his red suspenders, and the jackknife that he was holding down into the whale's mouth, stuck in his throat there. But the sailor man did not give up very easily. He was very determined. He was, after all, a man of infinite resources and wisdom. And he stomped, and he jumped, and he yodeled, and he odled, he twisted and he turned, until the whale couldn't take it anymore. And the whale said to the clownfish, "This man does taste very nubbly, but he's giving me the hiccups. Whatever shall I do?" And the clownfish said, "I should have warned you, this sailor man is a man of infinite resources and wisdom, and he will not give up easily. I think you should ask him to come out." And with that, the whale yelled down into his own throat and said, "Sailor man, why don't you come back out now?" But the sailor man was very smart, and he wanted to go back home to his island that was so far away, further away than he had ever been before now. And he knew he could only get home with the help of the whale and the clownfish. So with that, he said he would be glad to leave the whale's throat if he would take him home first. And with that, the whale kicked up his tail and swam through the ocean, flapping his fins and everything as he swam through the ocean, swimming as fast as he could, past 50 degrees north latitude, further and further than the 40 degrees west longitude, until finally he got to the sailor man's home island, where his beautiful wife was waiting for him. And as the whale got there, he thrust himself up onto the beach, landing right there onto the beach, and opened his mouth wide and said, "First stop, Grand Central Station." And with that, the sailor man jumped out of the whale's mouth, landed on the beach, and ran back to his beautiful wife and lived a wonderful life. And with that, he thanked the whale and the clownfish as he ran up onto the beach to rejoin his wife. But he left, before he went back, he left his rubber raft in pieces inside the whale's mouth. He cut it into a little tiny grid, a little bit of a crisscross pattern, so that no longer could the whale eat any people at all. He could never eat little boys, little girls, men or women. He no one has anything to fear from any whales in the ocean, they can